Good morning, everyone. Glenda Mollet here, and I'm in my craft room stamping with you today. Just going to check the computer, make sure I'm oriented properly. I have my beverage of choice. I have some tea. I have some chocolate left over from Easter. If you were here, I would share it with you. Just check it. Oh, Maria, I'm here. Oops, no, can't do that. Go back. No. Oh, my good Lord. Okay, I hope people can find me. Good morning, Carmen. There we are. I'm a couple of minutes late today because there was an exciting thing happening this morning, and I had to print it out for you so that you all could have a look. Okay, come on, Maria. Just answering a message. Get people to join me. Meanwhile, I'll have a swig of tea. So how are you doing this morning, Carmen? Oh, that tea's hot. Okay. People having trouble finding me. So another dull, boring day in Port Alberni. Another great day for stamping. Oh, good morning, Janet. Carmen, I'm doing okay. I have to say this social distancing thing is getting a little wearing, but it is what it is, and we just have to deal with it, right? I'm going to be positive. I've come up with a great idea for a new class, and Stamping Up has downloaded they call it their COVID payback. What's it called? COVID product payback. So it's a 17 page, two of the pages are instructions, and 15 pages of a PDF download. So these are the first two pages. It gives you coordinating colors, how to print it, and coordinating products. So it tells you, for instance, on page 1, which is this is page 1, the layering circles and the stitch rectangle dies work with all of these images. So this is a digital PDF, which means that you purchase it online and download it to your computer and then print it out. Hey, Maria, glad you could make it. And you can print it out as many times as you want. You just can't share it because 100% of the proceeds from this purchase is going to COVID relief. You can elect to have it go to one of two charities, or you can have it go half and half. So the one charity is the, hang on, I gotta take a drink. Have a tickle. So one of the charities is the World Health Organization COVID Relief, and the other one is United Way, I believe, Relief. So you can have it go to either one of those, or you can say, I want it half and half. and they send 50% to one and 50% to the other. And Stampin' Up is not making money on this, and demonstrators do not make our usual commission on this. This is 100% going to the COVID relief. So let's go through. I figured it's easier to do this online on a video and share it with you, but you probably can't see the whole thing. So let me just lift you up a bit. Hang on while I move you, and I'm going to back you up a little bit so you can see more, and then I'll put you closer again once we're ready to stamp. Okay, so these are the images. It says wash your hands, let's just roll with it, I'd totally share my toilet paper with you. I'm smiling under this face mask, my hands miss feeling moisturized, and my heart misses you. No saliva was used on this envelope. Now, how perfect is that? Did you know that when you're sealing envelopes, either use tape or use an aqua painter to wet it, and then you're not putting your saliva on there? Sending love, and if I could, toilet paper. Just feeling the need to reach out and hug, which is crossed out, someone, send a card to. I can't wait till social distance with you. Now, these come in different colors as well, and they tell you on the instruction what the coordinating colors are. So on page 2, the coordinating colors here are basic black, which is these ones, Bermuda Bay, Calypso Coral, Granny Apple Green, and Mango Melody. All right, the next page is stay safe, flatten the curves, stay apart, 6 feet apart but still in my heart. You are essential to me. Spread joy, not germs. I'm here for you from a distance. I'm really all here, just socially distanced. Sending joy and sunshine, not germs. Have another quarantini. It's like a normal martini, but you drink it at home alone. Then you have the image of a martini glass. Things I miss, touching my face and you. Let's get together when all this is all over. What a year this week has been. Hang in there. Wishing I was in quarantine with you. I miss you so much. Quarantine and chill. And know we are thinking of you. Stay home, stay safe. We are thinking of you. Look at these gorgeous fonts. Aren't those awesome? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I can't wait to start cutting these out and using them on cards. Business on the top, pajamas on the bottom. I love that one. Life may look a little different, but we are all in this together. So I finished Netflix. Hope you're staying entertained during this time of social distancing. I've just been working on my homebody. So what would you do when you finish Netflix? I can't imagine. I changed out of my night pajamas into my day pajamas to send you a card. Miss you, hoping that by staying home more things change than my pajamas. Thinking of that as a positive thing. Happy quarantine. And thinking of you during this quarantine. It's your birthday. Let's digitally party. Just breathe, but wear your mask. It's your birthday. Oh, it's your birthday. All the same on both sides. Sending hugs from a distance. I can't wait to hug you when it's all over. With this, wish this were a real in-person hug. Smile. Hey, what you doing? We're in this together. I miss your face. Sending love and paper hugs. Thank you, hero. Oh, that I love that. And it looks like it would fit in the heart punch, too. And then there's some images. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your care. Thank you for your sacrifice. Sending love and support. This too shall pass. I stay home because you stay at work. There's no place like home for now, and one day at a time. And page almost at the end. Not alone, just apart. There's nobody I'd rather stay home for. Everything will be okay. We just can't see what okay looks like from here. Though we are not together, we are close at heart. Love conquers all things. Though apart, we're close at heart. Though miles apart, we're close at heart. Hours, feet, meters. And then the hashtag is share sunshine. So if you're looking for inspiration on how to use these, go on to Facebook or any social media platform, put in hashtag share sunshine, and you will pull up all of the samples made with these digital images and where people have put that share sunshine hashtag in. So isn't that awesome? So that came out this morning. It is $12 US, which is probably what, somewhere between $15 and $16 Canadian. There's 15 pages of images, and you can print them more than once if you want. Okay. Now I'm going to lower you back down again. A little bit, not much, just enough so that I can see the comments as they're coming in. There we are. I'll straighten you out a bit. It's a bit weird. I'll move it over a bit. Looks a bit crooked to me. Oh well. So we're going to make a card with the Sailing Home suite. This is the suite of products that my monthly stamping club decided that they wanted to make cards with in May. Pardon me, one little drink. So the bundle, the stamp set, and the dies are carrying forward, but of course not bundled anymore. The paper and the twine and the elements, the trinkets, are all retiring. But the good news is they haven't sold out yet. At least as of last night at 10 o'clock when I updated my list, they hadn't. A few things are selling out. But not those yet. Okay. So there's the envelope, and here's the inside. So we're going to use Thick Whisper White card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored and folded in half. A piece of 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside. Some Come Sail Away designer paper. I'm using that one this time. I'll open it like this so you can see. So originally I used this. Now this was a make and take we got when we went to one of the recent Stamping Up conventions. Okay, so that's going to go that way. And then another piece of the designer paper in a different pattern, 3 by 4 1/4, piece of watercolor paper that is 2 3/4 by 4, a piece of Whisper White, some size to stamp the lighthouse hello, a piece of Seaside Spray to do this. Now in this one, apparently they didn't give us Seaside Spray. That is Balmy Blue. So I don't know where that came from. A piece of crumb cake to do the wheel. A piece of soft suede to do the little rope detail at the bottom. And we're going to use the Sailing Home stamp set and coordinating dies, the smooth sailing dies. We're also going to use some of the crumb cake and Night of Navy twine. This is retiring. This is the one that's going, along with the designer paper. And then we're going to use one of the Sail Away trinkets. Now these are anchors and steering wheels, and you get 10 of each in a package, and as of last night they were still available. So on this one I used the anchor. So let's use a steering wheel. Steering wheel? Yeah, steering wheel. Well, it's a wheel. I don't know whether they call it steering wheel or not, but anyways. There we go. Hey, how we doing? Okay. First of all, we're going to, in the background here on the watercolor paper, we're going to do a light wash in Seaside Spray. So I'm going to do that first so it has a chance to dry. And it's easy. Just put ink on your lid, and to do that, you just squish it like this, and you get ink on there. And then we're going to use an aqua painter with water in it. Make sure the brush is wet. And I'm going to just wet the paper first where I want the wash to be. Pick up some of the ink and just go. And because this is watercolor paper, of course we can play with it and get it however we want it. Nice wash in there. And get a little bit wider and a little less even. There we go. Okay, put that to the side. Close the ink so it doesn't go everywhere, and I'm just going to stick that off to the side so that it dries, and we'll do some die cutting. Okay, so you remember the leaf I lost the other day? I never did find it. I have no idea where that leaf went. It's stuck to something, and tea time. I was making, my fancy fold. I'm going to do a W fancy fold card class in May. It's called Fill in the Blanks. And I was making this center for the flower. I lost 2 of them. God only knows where they went. But I'll show you those cards at the end, as long as I remember. So I sent out my weekly update email this morning with all the information on that that class, along with my other classes in May, and they're going to be done on Zoom, simultaneously streamed on Facebook for anybody that doesn't have Zoom. And I'm going to upload it to YouTube. So if you don't have Facebook or you don't have Zoom, you're still going to be able to, you're still going to be able to access them, because I will email you the video link from YouTube so you can watch it that way, and I will get the kits out in time to watch it live, but then you'll have them and you can watch them as many times as you want, because you will have exclusive access to them. Those that pay will have exclusive access to them. Okay. So I have my rope. This is one of those dies that they're changing, I do believe, to make it easier to get that one out. And so we're done with that. And we're done with that. Poke out these and the center. And there's our little wheel. Get rid of the pieces. Yeah, poor leaf. I'm telling you, I have no idea where that sucker is. It's gone on walkabouts for sure. Okay, so I'm going to stamp the sentiment in Night of Navy onto Seaside Spray. And This one I use, set sail in the direction of your dreams. This one is the other sentiment in the stamp set. Let hope be your anchor through the storms of life. Now, isn't this right now a storm of life? How apropos is that? Okay, there we are. So now, also in that die set is this lovely die that cuts. It's a stitched frame die. I'm going to cut that out. And I keep forgetting about this die. I think I'm going to have to go through all my die sets that are current and get out the ones that are frames, because sometimes, you know, you're looking for a frame for a sentiment, and I don't remember that this one is in there all the time. So I think if I had a sheet that had just the frames cut out of it, it would work. Okay, so let's, oops, forgot my tape. Let's get some tear and tape on the first layer of designer paper. Now this is 5 by 3 3/4. I have seen the new catalog. I have created a wish list for the new catalog that is 3 pages long. They've come out with some stuff that is totally different from what we usually get. There's a really wide variety of stuff in there. And most of the stamp sets that I'm losing are really old ones. They kept a lot of the ones from this year's mini catalog. Okay, I'm just holding my breath that it goes down straight. Yeah, so I'm going to do a little contest. See who can guess the closest how many stamp sets I'm losing. I don't know when, probably next in May sometime towards the end of the month we'll do a little contest. I'll have some great giveaway prizes. Yes, I am teasing you. I am. So the new die cutting machine, I'm allowed to tell you about it. I'm just not allowed to show you pictures of it yet. It won't be available to order right away when the new catalog goes live. But they say early in the ordering period, we'll be able to order it. And it folds up. The sides fold up, so the footprint is not very big, and it doesn't weigh that much. It's only a few pounds. And they're also coming out with a mini one that does exactly the same stuff, only it's not as wide as the big ones, so you can't use the full-size embossing folders and any of the full-size dies, but they're making embossing folders and stuff exclusively for it. So if you travel or you've got a super small space and you don't want to use any of the full-size stuff, then you can get this super cute teeny tiny machine. Okay, there we go. That's done. Now got to pull back in this watercolor paper, and it's not quite dry yet. Uh-oh. Okay. I guess I used too much water on it. I'm just going to hit it with the heat gun and dry it out. So you won't be able to see, you'll just be able to hear as I quickly dry this. And when you're drying paper, don't forget to dry the back, because it does get wet right through. And when you dry only one side, that's what causes it to curve. Apparently this ink has a purple undertone. I love it. There, look at that. Can you see? Can you see the purpley undertones in there? That is cool. Okay, crumb cake. Now I think the last time I used this, I had decided it needed to be re-inked, and I did not re-ink it, so it's going to stick some ink because I'm going on watercolor paper, and you kind of want to make sure you have enough ink loaded onto your image. Oh, sounds like it's time for a new refill. I have to leave that out so I can remember to do that. Yes, it's an old card. It's an old BCAA card, but it works really well. Then I'll just clean it off of my dirty paper. Okay, so now we need the wheel. No, the compass. And we need to stamp that. Where did I put my sentiment? The sentiment's going to go approximately there. So I want to make sure I can see it past the sentiment. Inking it up really good. So let's stamp it right there. Yep. Well, oh, it's still a little bit wet. That's why it's mushing like that. Oh well, we're going to cover most of it up. See, we're going to cover most of it up. And then this goes on top. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let it go. Okay. Tear and tape on the back. Yeah, well, we've known that this machine is coming for probably 2 years. Well, ever since they stopped selling the other one. But until, when was it? April 23rd or whatever date they shared the catalog with us, we didn't know what it would look like. So it's a little difficult for me to say, yeah, just hang off because they're going to have a fold-up one when I didn't know that. Because they never gave us any hints what it would be, other than they were creating their own. So what they've done is they've partnered with an existing company for the inside workings of it and created their own outside. And boy, I can't wait to get my hands on one because I have one big shot that's on its last legs. It's been overhauled twice by my darling husband. But it's really wearing out. It's quite sloppy now. Every time well, you can hear it. It's the one I use in here. So you can hear it when I go to run things through. It goes clunk clunk and has some not so happy sounds. Okay, now I need to stamp the lighthouse in Night of Navy. I'm breathing. Are you breathing? I'm breathing. Tuesday morning is always such a rush for me because that's when we get our updates from Stamping Up, and I have to get my weekly update email out. But it all gets done eventually. It just doesn't get done as fast as my heart thinks it needs to get done. There we are. Now, bring the magnetic platform. Oh, and the new machine, the magnetic platform, is solid. There's no more little dots of magnetized areas. The whole entire thing is magnetized. So there will be no more jumping dies. Okay, let's get this lined up here. And we'll run it through. So I did that global share fair thing on Saturday. And boy, was it ever cool. Valerie, I know you participated in it. What did you think of it? There was a whole bunch of presenters. I don't remember how many. There was like 14 or something. They started out in Australia, and then they went to the UK. Then they came to North America. And everybody was live, sharing their projects, sharing the instructions, sharing the sizes, the recipes. Oh, good. I'm glad, Val. And it's available all the time now. As long as you have an invitation by a demonstrator, a participating demonstrator, you'll be able to access it anytime. So if anybody wants to watch it after the fact, let me know. I'll add you. The only prerequisite is I can't add any other demonstrators except for the ones that were participating in the share fair. It's for our customers only. The next one is May the 16th, which is the Saturday of the long weekend. And I'm not sure I'm available, because if for some strange awesome reason, this COVID thing goes away, I'm supposed to be doing a scrapbooking day on the 16th. And or go camping. But I won't know until the day of. So I'm going to see if I can participate by doing a recorded project. I haven't been in there yet to see what the specials are this time. The last time, well, until May the 3rd, if you place a $60 order and use the host code that I provided, you're going to get one free sheet of designer paper with every $60 you order. And the designer paper will be cut in 4x6 sheets, so you can make card fronts out of them. And it's current designer paper. Okay, this is too long, so now you just cut it off wherever you want it, whatever length you want it. So I'm just going to cut it off at the edge of the designer paper here, like that. There we go. Hold it down for a couple of seconds. Now we'll put the sentiment is going to go here. So I want dimensionals here and here. I don't want it here, and I don't want it there. I just want it in the... Oh, and Janet too, yes. Oh, and Carmen. I forgot all three. Yeah, okay. Thank you, ladies, for joining. I know the demonstrators really enjoyed doing it. And some of them, it was their first time doing a Facebook Live. There was one other one, Carmen from Canada. I don't remember where she was in the overall thing, but I thought she was from Ontario. I could be wrong. It's happened before, you know. So every once in a while I'm wrong about something. There we go. Now, we need a piece of this twine. I need my ribbon scissors. And hack off a piece. Cut off a piece. So it's got a little knot in it. So you can, if you're going to use the anchor, you can tie the knot right in the anchor. Yes, everybody had so much fun. Okay, so you can put the twine through the end of the anchor and tie it on there like that. Come on. Oh, apparently it's already through. Ah, come on. There we are. Just tie it on here. Nice and tight. And then put it on and have your tails go wherever you want. And then I just added, I didn't put mine through, but there's no reason why you couldn't, because it lays down nice and flat. See that? The anchor. But I'm not going to use the anchor. So I'm going to undo this. I'm going to put this away so I don't lose it. And we're going to use the steering wheel right there. And then maybe we'll just tie a little rabbit ear bow. I don't normally like bows tied this way, but they're not bad with twine. I don't ever tie my ribbon bows this way because they just look so funny. Okay, I need to move this. I have to hold that down tight while I'm pulling the ears to the size I want them. And if you do that, it stops them from doing that twisty thing. It's still not cooperating. I'm still getting my ears too big. You know, in about 2 seconds, I'm going to give up and go get my bow tire. Okay. So that's going to go there. And then we'll add a little bow. I don't know where. We'll figure that out. Because I'm still not happy with that bow. Just a glue dot on the wheel. Oops, to keep it down. Like that. Now, you can see the glue dot through the center there. So you have a few choices. You can get your embossing buddy and put some in there to make it less sticky. You could put some glitter in there and it would stick, or maybe one of the little tiny rhinestones would fit. Noble Peacock has dark blue rhinestones. Let's see if we can get one to fit. Okay, get rid of the lethal scissors. One of these tiny ones, see if they'll fit down. Oh, it won't fit down in there. Oops. It went upside down. No, it's not going to fit. Not going to stick. Darn, that would look cute, wouldn't it? Okay. So that won't work, but I want to use them on here. Because I can. Because it's just calling out for some bling of some sort. So those are the Noble Peacock rhinestones, and they're going bye-bye too. We could do this. I don't like that bow. Get my bow tire. Fill the hole with glue. Yeah, I thought about that. Okay. I'm going to tie a bow on here because I don't typically like bows tied that rabbit ear way because I don't know, they just don't lay properly. I cut the end a little bit off the end of my finger yesterday when I was making my salad because my knife is dull. Well, it was dull. Hubby sharpened them all for me. So now I have to be careful when I make my salad because the knives are super sharp. He's a good knife sharpener. That's what he used to do when we used to go visit his mom. She always had her knives out on the table for him to sharpen and light bulbs out so he could replace light bulbs for her. Two things that are hard to do when you're elderly and live alone. Okay. So where should we put it? On the steering wheel? Beside the steering wheel? Underneath the steering wheel? Yeah, ouch is right. It hurts. Notes are good, but they're hard if you don't remember what they say. I'm trying to look at the rest of the I made about 6 cards so far. Oh, good. I love this suite too. Okay, I'm trying to read your comment, Carmen, because I can't see it on my computer, so just hang on. I have to take you out of my stand. I just watched on Saturday, did one of the cards yesterday, looking forward to doing the rest of them. There was 17 demonstrators. Oh. Yeah, and some of the demonstrators did more than one card, so I think one of them did 4. That's impressive. I had a hard time doing one in a half an hour because you know me, I start nattering and time just gets away from me. Okay, I'm putting a glue dot on the back of this. Under. Everybody's saying under. I agree. Under, right there. Oh, look, the glue dot is on my finger. No wonder it's not sticking. Okay, it's there now. There we are. So there's the card. Still think that center needs something. Okay, let's try Janet's idea, filling it up with glue. Now we'll just let that dry a bit. Because maybe not. Maybe it'll stick better if we do it right away. Okay. I was going to get the putty, but I don't have it here. There we are. Okay. Now don't breathe or that'll fall off. Great idea, Janet. Okay, I'm going to put that to the side so we can do the inside in the envelope. And I have the small sailboat, a Night of Navy, and the envelope. Shall we sponge the inside? I know you spongers out there are saying, is she going to sponge today? To sponge or not to sponge? That is the question. There's one lady that could do 10 cards with 2 sheets. Oh, yes, it's called the double wonder. Double wonder technique. I haven't tried it yet. It's on my list to try it, though. Because that looked really cool. That was originated by... let me think while I sip my tea. Okay, the name's right there on the tip of my tongue. And then when we had a big online party on one of our demonstrator Facebooks, one of they're called DDMs, Demonstrator Development Manager for the eastern seaboard of the States shared it with us, and she called it a double sheet. Double wonder. So you take two 6 by 12 pieces of designer paper, cut them in a certain pattern, and create 12 cards. What did you say, Janet? Like 12 or something. Yeah, it's really cool. I'll see if I can find the, well, I know I can because I've got it somewhere, the instruction, the layout sheet. Maybe we can do that on one of our Friday drop-ins. Oh, we have one this Friday, and I have nothing planned for it. We could do that. So everybody could bring 2 sheets of 6 by 12 designer paper. I will, if you email me, I will email you the layout once I find where I've stored it. And you can have it pre-cut, and we can whip up 12 cards together. Yes, one shows sideways. Some of them, like I said, it was their first time doing a Facebook Live, so they're learning. There's also going to be an online, Stampin' Up! Is having an online party on, what day is it? Can't remember what day it is. Let me see if I wrote it in my calendar. Hang on. I'm digging my calendar out. What a mess I have back there. I don't have it written down. But let's see if I've got it somewhere. I'm just logging into my thing because they're doing basically the same thing online, and they're opening it up to customers and demonstrators. I'm reading. That's why the dead silence. Facebook Live. Virtual party. Okay. April the 30th at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, which is 6 p.m. our time. Okay, so if you are interested in joining it, let me know, and I will invite you when I find out how to. Okay, so what they're recommending is while you're watching it, that we have a Facebook Messenger group so that you can ask questions directly to me. Because I don't think they'll be responding to questions on the Facebook Live because there'll be so much going on. Okay. So there's the inside. I sponged it. Did you see the sponge? I sponged. Okay. All right. So there's the 2 cards. The previous one and this one. It's weird the difference in the colors though. The blues. Maybe I got a wrong piece. Oh well, it is what it is. Maybe it's not, that designer paper is not Seaside Spray. Maybe it is Balmy Blue. Let's see. It is Balmy Blue. Look, I should have used Balmy Blue. Did you know on the back of our designer paper packages it tells you what colors are in the designer paper? So that's why I make up those cheat sheets. Let me show you one. As soon as I find where I put it. There it is. So this was the Lily Impressions designer paper for Celebration. So what I did was 2-inch squares of all the designer papers. And then at the bottom, there's coordinating colors of cardstock. Now I'm going to be working on making these up for all of the designer paper in the new catalog. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I might, not on all DSP, all the newer ones. Yeah, they started about maybe 3 or 4 years ago, but previous ones don't have it. And what are the ones that don't have it? There's a couple that I've noticed lately don't have it, but I can't remember which ones they are. Anyways, I wish I could read all of these. Seaside Spray. Yeah, this is Seaside Spray. This is Balmy. Yep, that's the original one. It's the Balmy Blue. I think it depends on what you're using it for. It goes a lot better with this designer paper than this one does. Okay, so if you are interested in that 15-page PDF with the COVID product give back, on my blog today or on my Facebook page today, I posted the link for that. You can go in and order it. If you don't do online ordering, let me know and I'll see what I can work out for you. And, oh, I was going to show you these cards. So I'm having 3 classes in May. One is storybook fold that I've showed you before. The other one that I had already booked was the coloring tulips and 3 different coloring methods for the tulips. And the one I created yesterday is the W Fun Fold card. So one of the ladies that joins us every once in a while, Lena Beck, created this in using this little piggy. So I kind of used her ideas of the stamp set, used different papers and stuff. So this is the front of the card, and then when you open it up, this is the inside. That's called a W fold. And then if you don't, you have your choice of which kit you want to purchase. Either the pink one, which is the Bird Ballad one, or Peaceful Poppies one. And then you just use whatever stamp set you have, and we put them together and create them both together. So this is the inside of that one. So your kit will consist of the cardstock, the designer paper, any embellishments and ribbons, die cuts that don't affect a stamp. So I can die cut one of these for you, but I can't stamp it and die cut it. And I'll die cut this, which is one of the Ornate Borders frames dies, just cut down a bit so it's not quite as long. And then you use whatever stamp set. Now the Bird Ballad stamp set would look really good with this as well, or any image you want. So it's $10 per kit. You can order both kits, or you can order one or the other of them. If you want to add this little piggy stamp set, there's a price for that. And if you want to add the Peaceful Poppies, Painted Poppies stamp set, there's a price for that, but you don't have to. You can order just the kits, and they're $10. And if you're out of town, postage is included in that. So that's what I created yesterday. Yeah, this little piggy stamp set is adorable. I love it. So I think that's it for today, ladies. It's been almost an hour that you've spent with me creating in my craft room. I'm so glad that you took time out of your day to join me. Let me know about an invitation to join the Stamping Up online party, and I will get that off to you. Also, if you want to join the online global share fair, it's not too late to join it. You'll get, the videos are still there, so you'll still get them all. You just won't get them live, which is fine. But if you make comments or questions, we're supposed to go back and answer all of them after the fact, so we won't be ignoring you. Okay, I think that's it. Thanks for joining me today. If you've got any questions, let me know. Thanks, Val. Thanks, Maria. Janet. Who else was? Carmen. Everybody who joined me this morning. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day. Stampin' Smiles, and bye for now.